following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-445-1044. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon from TFNN. Welcome to the March 1st. How about that? March 1st, Takeoff Tuesday edition of today's Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Of course, the easiest way for us to do that, for you and I to do that, it's to always remember that life happens for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Today, you and I will go look at the gift of the circumstances of the bulls and the bears, the buyers and the sellers. We're going to go figure out what the markets are communicating to you and I at just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know I am absolutely grateful for your presence here, but more importantly, I am here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone, dial on in 877-927-6648. That way you and I, we can take a look at your stock chart, whatever it is that you are trading out there. And so let's just go ahead and get things kicked off on this terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now we have the Dow trading up 295 points. She's trading at 16,811. S&P is up 37 points at 1969. NASDAQ Composite up about 100 points at 4657. Russell's up 13 points at 1047. Gold is back $3, trading at 1230. Silver's off 15 cents, trading at 1476. Light sweet crude up 74 cents, trading at 34.50. Natural gas up 3 pennies, leading the charge here to the upside. You've got Priceline up $28, Google's up 19, Amazon's up 18, AutoZone is up 15, Sherwin-Williams painting the town green up 11.50, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals up 11 to the downside, Intercontinental Change down 4%, that's $10 to the downside. Diplomat Pharmacy down about $9 out here. A lot of ETFs to the downside. Valiant Pharmaceuticals down another 8%, off $5 buckaroonies out here. So let's go ahead and pick up where we left off yesterday. Where did we leave off yesterday? That's the key thing out here. Well, one of the things that we talked about yesterday, we went through the NQ. We focused on the NQ. Yeah, so we focused on a number of things. We took a look at some longer-term charts out here, but we talked about the NQ. When we stepped things back to the daily chart, what we said was that the most recent resistance level occurred right here on Friday. And that's at the high. This is the shooting star. The number there to write down on your magical pad of paper is 4293.25. We're trading at 43.03 right now. If we see a close today above 42.93 and a quarter, you will have a close above resistance. What does that mean? Well, it means old resistance really ought to become new support out here. We will see. And there's also a little bit of resistance right up here at the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD level. That's a trading session from January 13th. That'll become the next level that you'll want to be paying attention to, 43.65. Now, at 44.56, by the way, you've got your 1-to-1 A to B equals CD to the upside. I would say more likely than not, you're looking at a NQ daily contract here that wants to make a room beyond the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, but we'll see how things trade here over the course of the next couple days. Right now, you just want to watch the most recent resistance level and then take a look at the next one that's out there inside the NQ. That would be at the 43.65 level. But at this stage here, everything looks good to go to the upside when we take a look at that chart. We were also looking at the 5-hour energy drink. That is the seventh wave move to the upside. Unfortunately, that has been taken out. So I update the chart here, but it's been taken out by moving higher during this session here, the session that doesn't complete until 2 p.m. But we can see we've moved higher, so we've recycled beyond that seventh wave stretch to the upside out there. But price is still moving higher, doing it with less relative strength out there. Always a cautionary sign. We're not going to see, well, I can't tell you what we are going to see or what we're not going to see. It would be a heck of a give back. You thought I was going to say the thing with L's in it, but it would be a heck of a give back to give back all the gains in the last 5 hours. I do not anticipate that is the message of the markets. However, they do need to resolve this price moving higher with less relative energy out there. Maybe they need to take the 5-hour energy drink in order to go ahead and accomplish that. So you've got the Dow up 291, S&P's up 36. Today is a muy importante trading session out here. If we take a look at what's going on, well, let's start by looking at this. You know, I don't care that much for the ETFs, for the indices out here, just because they're basically horrible at providing us with the information that we need to make our trading out here. However, if we do take a look at the B point out here of its A to B equals CD to the upside inside of the Qs, we'd say that B point happens to be on February 22nd. The high out there, 103.38. Volume on that trading session, 24 million shares. You've done 21 million shares already. That says we are on pace inside of the QQQ ETF for volume of about 38 million shares. So the Qs are taking out a B point with what? With volume. What does that say? It says the Qs are confirming an A to B equals C to the upside. As long as they close above 103.38, you are trading at 105.14. What does that say? That says price heads to 108.31, then 110.63. At 110.63, that probably becomes a resistance level. We'll see if it can get through that area. That is where we saw the gap down from January 4th. The volume behind that move, about 50 million shares out here. I'm looking at the following day's candle on January 5th out there. That's that open window. That looks to me to be the target for the QQQ series ETF. That does not mean that it won't go repair that window and go ahead and price itself all the way up into the 111.84. But first target, next target, looks like it's 110.18 inside of the QQQ series. If we look at the IWM, this thing here yesterday actually got above, stayed above its B point of an A to B equals C to the upside. That's the February 22nd level. That had 28 million shares, and yesterday up with 32 million shares. Today you've done 18 million. Says it's another 32 million share day out there inside of the IWM. Now the IWM could easily make it all the way to its breakdown. That was from January the 4th. That's at a price point of 110.61. I would presume that is its target out here. Now, it doesn't have to do it all in one day. It won't do it all in one day. It doesn't have to do it in a couple days out here. But it does look like that one. Did it grab the right thing? It didn't even grab the right thing out there. Let me see. I said 110.61. What I really meant to say was, let me see if I can grab the high of that candle session. There we go. 110.83. As if that was going to make a world of difference out there. So that becomes the price target for the IWM. If we look at the SPY out here, the SPY, what is it doing today? The SPY is breaking above its double bottom pattern. No longer a consolidation, or we'll at least call it a consolidation breakout. You've got volume of 71 million shares. Now in the SPY, still light volume, 126 million shares is what it's going to do. But its price target for your buying pleasure out here becomes 208 and 2 pennies out here. That would be equal to that. That would be equal to that consolidation that it has broken out of. Of course, it's going to have a little bit of pièce de résistance, and that's at the price point of 201.03. But should be able to make it out to 208. Will freak everybody out, especially if you're on the short side of the market. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Dow's up 298. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of The Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 301. S&P is up 37. Let's go out to California and speak with Garo. Garo, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Thank you very much. How about you, sir?
I am doing very well. Good to hear your voice. And you are taking a look at or trading ticker symbol SBGL. Why don't you tell our listeners here what it is you're trading and what you're looking at and how I can assist you?
Yeah, this is a gold mine in Southern Africa, and I bought it at $6.50 on January the 5th, where it went up above the two exponential, 200-day exponential and simple 200-day moving averages, and from there on, I've been trading. I cannot go short. There is no stocks available. It's hard to borrow at Schwab, so I'm waiting to pull back, and I go long. So I want to see that how far this can go. I compare that with other gold mines and other gold stocks. None of them are this high, and I want to see that is there any possibility that this can turn down. I need your idea, please. And the other one is HA, Hawaiian Holding, is something like this too.
Sure. So in the case of this equity here, what I need to do, or I think one of the things that we'll have to consider is what's going on with the South African rand. So give me a moment really just to set this chart up. It may take me just a moment to do that, but I think I think that it's important to add that correlating factor inside this. So I'm going to first put up the South African rand. This is the daily chart out here, and now I'm going to go ahead and add to it your stock, which is SBGL. Now, are you? By the way, nice entry on that trade. Are you still in the? Are you still in the trade?
Not today, sir.
No, not today. Okay. And so right to make sure that I understand your question. Your question specifically is where this can pull back to and when to get back in. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, I want to short it, but I have to pay extra to borrow that. I want to because I bought it at 3,000 shares at $6.50,
Yes.
and constantly, yeah. Now I want to go short, but I have to pay for it. So I want to know approximately when this can roll down.
So let me see here if I can. I'm going to go ahead and invert the South African rand here so that we get it while it's so we've got the proper correlation, at least to visually look at on my screen. Times -1. Let me see if this will go ahead and reverse it out here. There we go. So when we take a look at, we can see the direct correlation between the weakening of the South African rand, and this equity. So it has two things that you would have to say is working for this trade out here, in that it's moving to the upside, and that is you're looking for some kind of reversal as well inside of the South African rand. Now you would get that. It's possible that the South African rand here could be forming an A to B equals CD. In this case here to the downside, you would be looking for the South African rand to take out the February 22nd level. No, I've inverted it here, but that would be, well, I tell you what. Let's try to keep this a little bit simpler. We can see that currency is in play out here, Garo, and so
Yes.
you've got to keep that in mind. If we take a look at, I'm going to see what our market profiles show us for this specific equity. Shoot, I'm going to have to switch over to a different page, just to make it easy to do that. So again, SBGL. We're going to turn on our profiles. We're going to look for some areas of potential support. So in this equity, its a level of support right now from a daily perspective would be $12.67. If we just take a look at horizontal lines of support out here using our market profile system, if it can get below 1267, it says that you would run into some support at about the 1155 level out here. Now, I know that you also use the parabolic SAR system out here. What is that suggesting to you? I don't have that up on my screen right now.
The parabolic SAR, it says $12.92.
$12.92. Oh,
Yes.
oh, but that's perfect. So at $12.92, that would give you a confirmation to go ahead and take a short in this equity.
It's going to come to a 21-day simple moving average is 1193. When that 5-day simple moving average crosses that 1190, that 21-day,
Yeah.
then I will really pull the trigger. I just buy 3,000-4,000. I know from there on it's going to slide. But until then, no. Until that 5-day simple moving average does not cross that 21-day, even though the candle will hit the bottom dot and the dot will switch up, still the answer is no. Then I will do it when the 5-day crosses the 21-day.
Got it. So since that's really your target area here, and I know we talked about this once before, for whatever reason, the parabolic SAR calculation on my system ends up coming out to about 1318. So we're just going to ignore my system. We're going to go with yours. But what I can say is that since you're looking at that 1183 level, and that is so close to the bottom of the TAS daily profile, your confirmation would come closing below 1155. So if you put those two things together, you certainly want to see a close below 1155. Now, there are new profiles that could form between now and whenever you take that trade out there. But as we take a look at it today, you already have it set out with regard to what you're looking for to take a short in this. And then I would add to it, any close below 1155 will give you that additional piece of information that you're looking for. But I do think, and it'll take more time than we can do here. You've really also got to take a look at what's going on with the South African rand. But we all ought to just pack up and go over there and hang out, because what a great, the dollar, U.S. dollar is so strong over there. We could have a good time. Have you ever been over there?
No, sir. No, I've never been out of the United States. No.
Oh, well, now's the time to go, because it is on sale out there. So you'd have a great time in a place as now. You live in California. Have you traveled up and down the state? Do you have a favorite area of California?
No, not in California. I love Kodiak Island up in Alaska. I have a property there, and I raise the mountain goat and caribous.
Wow. So now, where is Kodiak? I'm not. I apologize. I'm not familiar with the territory up in Alaska. But where's Kodiak Island? In Alaska. How? North, south. Where's that at?
It is south of Prince Edward Sound.
Okay.
It's at the very southern part of that, because I worked up in Alaska on the pipeline. I was driving heavy machinery, bulldozer, loader, graders for about 6-7 years in 1960s when I was young and younger than you. I bought a big chunk of property at Kodiak Island, and still I have it, and I grow animals there. That is whenever I get any time, I will go up there to Kodiak Island.
Hey, Garo, stay on the line if you would. We're going to go to
Yes,
hard
sir.
break. Okay, we're going to go
Yes, sir.
back to Cody. We're going to go back to Garo and learn more about Kodiak Island. This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 315, S&P is up 38, and we're on the line with Garo in California. Garo, one of the nice things on that chart here today, as far as what you're looking at, SPGL, is you do have a little key reversal session today. So after this nice extended move, you're seeing at least an initial sign here, albeit on light volume, because you've pulled back so far today with 1.1 million shares, and yesterday you did 2.5 million shares on the way up. But you're looking at that. But I was more interested, quite frankly, in learning just a little bit more about Kodiak Island. So you said you were there in the '60s. When did you buy that property?
2 years after that, I work on the Alaskan pipeline. I was hired by Exxon Oil, and we started from Anchorage all the way to Purdue Bay.
Wow.
And wow, yes, sir. That was very tough job, very, very hard, extremely hard work. And I was in all that project. I was driving heavy machinery. And when I finished, I was there for 7 years. And when I finished, they wanted to renew that contract for another 7 years. I said, no, I'm going to go down towards California and Florida and see if I can have another opportunity.
Yes.
And when I came down here and I see all these beautiful ladies running in the sun, I said, what I'm doing up there in the ice? So that's why I came down here. I became Exxon dealer. So I had 3 Exxon gas stations for 34 years.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so you had those gas stations for 30 years out there. So if you what was that cycle like? Because
very good. It was very good. It was very good. It was very profitable. I was in 2 gas shortages.
Yes.
I made tons of money in those gas shortages, but I got out of it in 2006. I just sold them all, and I got out of it in California. It's very, very difficult because of the regulation by the OSHA, the fire department, the city, the underground tanks, and so forth. And it's endless. So I got out of it at 2006, and then I just do other businesses. And,
sure.
My main thing is trade. Yeah, trade is my the dream, and I love it. I just love it.
There's no question. We can hear the passion inside your voice. And so, how often do you get up to Kodiak Island?
Once a year or twice a year, I go there. I go and take care of some businesses there, especially during before New Year, before Christmas. I send so much with the meat that is being taken care of. I send them to Europe, to France or Germany or Italy. Most of it goes there.
Wow.
Because it is very much in demand, and I make much profit by selling it to Europe than selling here in United States. So that's what I do.
and how easy is it for you to be able to do that? Was it easy to locate the customers, and from a regulation standpoint, is there much to do with it?
No, it's not that much of regulation. It's the health department is the main thing, and it doesn't have that much of a regulation. It's a matter of the stamping the standards and following the procedure. Veterinarian, they do that. I have people they do, and they help me and to take care of it.
Well, that's great. That's great. Hey, thanks for sharing. I mean, that's very cool, and a lot of great experiences. And now I certainly understand why it is that you pay so much attention to the oil stocks. So something near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, Chevron today I made very good trade at Chevron. Yesterday I shorted it. Today I went long. Every time I buy 1,000 shares at a time.
Yes.
Today I bought it at 30 minutes, which was 84.44, and I went all the way up to $86, and I sold them. And same thing yesterday. I always buy it at 30 minutes, which is I buy it a little bit expensive, but that's my insurance. Instead of buying at 15 minutes or 10 minutes, I buy it at 30 minutes. But it is very. I feel much comfortable that way because I buy 1,000 or 1,200 shares. And so,
sure. That's how you should trade it. Do you have a outlook with regard to what you think light sweet crude is doing? I know you focus on the oil companies like Chevron, Exxon, and so forth, but do you focus on light sweet crude itself? Do you have any feel, especially having been in the business and, like you say, having been through a couple of shortages, now we're on the other side where you've got a lot of supply. Any thoughts on light sweet crude?
That is all depends on the politics. We always had crude. Even during the two shortages, we had tons of crude. But it was all the matter of politics and Middle East. So that's how they play it. It is out of everybody's hands. They know how to do it, how to manipulate it. The big oil companies, they run the whole world. Exxon, Chevron, Shell, and so forth. They run the whole world. So that's how they manipulate the prices, the shortages, and so forth. This is something that it has nothing to do with the chart or how much supply is there, how they get them out, and so on. It's all matter of politics. It's how they manipulate that.
Yeah. Well, that's there's I agree with you there, and so as I say, thanks so much for sharing with everyone out here, and we'll look forward to talking to you again soon.
Mr. Steve, if you have the time, have a look at HA, please.
Well, let's do that right now. So HA is the ticker symbol. That is Hawaiian Holdings. Now, tell us what you're doing here, because this has been, one of the great stocks here for 2016, and has been a great stock here for really quite a period of time. That's Hawaiian Holdings. That's Hawaiian Airways. Tell us what you're doing here and how I can help you.
And if you look at the 6 months, you will see that it has a very nice double bottom. And after that, I started to buy on February the 12th. I started when it crosses the 50-day moving average, the 21-day and 5-day cross that 50-day, I started to buy at $35.
And when you say you started to buy, that's where you started your in and out from a daily standpoint? Or you actually okay?
No, I don't hold them. I just don't hold things. I want to sleep at night calm. I don't want to sweat, and I don't want to see dreams. So if you see, it's a very big candle on 12th of February.
Yes.
That's where the 5-day crossed the 50-day simple moving average. From there, it gave me the confirmation, and it hit the top SAR parabolic, which was 37.12. But I bought it earlier than that, and still I buy and sell it like the other one, like that SBGL and Chevron.
So its next hurdle right now, it's really bumping up against a level of hidden resistance, which is at 43.95. So, Garo, if it doesn't get above 43.95, you could anticipate a retracement to 41.50 to 39.66. But that should be the extent of any retracement. All righty?
Very good. Very good.
You bet.
Very good.
That was Garo in California. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Well, that was a great conversation with Garo in California. Now, before we were running into that hard break there, we were looking at Hawaiian Airlines. So he's looking at trading this. And as we say, the nice thing about the TAS market profile, so these are horizontal. They're not time-based profiles. They're just simply horizontal levels that happen to identify levels of support and resistance. If we take a look at the current daily profile that is out here, we notice, number one, we notice the price levels, right? So this suggests to us that there should be some buying support at about 39.66, some selling resistance at 43.95. That point of control is right out here in the center at 41.50. That's really almost right in the center. We can't say that it's leaning any one way or another, meaning that if we're up towards the top of that box out there, we would say that sellers are the ones that are more in control, or I would at least say that. And if it was down towards the bottom of the box, I would say that buyers are the ones that are more in control of this section of territory of turf where price is being fought. Likewise, any close above 43.95 and it's back onto new territory out here with nothing to get in its way from moving higher. But that's not what we're looking at. Now, that's the level of support and resistance. Garo happens to be a shorter term trader out here, and so it was the 30-minute time frame that he mentioned. And if we take a look at what's going on with regard to market profiles on a 30-minute basis, what you and I don't even really need to look at is the price levels. So if I come up here and I turn off Hawaiian Airlines, there is HA. There is a lot for us to glean just from this information right here. Now, what you're looking at, this is irrespective of price. We're looking at each of the new profiles, each of the new demand areas that form. And on the way up, this is taking us back into February 8th with regard to the TAS profiles. Notice how each of these red boxes here continue to form, or at least the resistance levels continue to form at higher highs out here, each at higher highs, which we are still in right now. If we take a look at the bottom of the box, 43.04, this is a 30-minute chart out here, 43.04, that happens to be both the bottom and the point of control. And the top of that box is 43.37 out here. If we were to see a new profile form, which we don't have at this stage yet, on a 30-minute basis in Hawaiian Airlines, below the previous low, below the previous high out here, that would be your indication, Garo, that would be your indication that, in fact, price is beginning to move lower out here. So hopefully that assists you. Let's go out to Brent in California. We got a lot of California today, which is a beautiful thing. Brent, how you doing? Thanks for holding. Thanks for calling.
I'm doing well, Steve. I just came out of a minor surgery, so bear with me. I'm a little groggy, but try to get through with you.
Well, I hope everything went well. Sorry to hear that, but heck, thanks for calling in.
It was just, it was something I wanted to have done, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm out of there. I'm feeling actually pretty well, considering.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. So you're trading natural gas, and if we take a look at that natural gas, you've got a nice little candle formation today, nice little bullish engulfing key reversal session. So tell me what you're doing and how I can assist you.
That was really my question. I've been watching it patiently here and seeing, waiting for something like this to unfold. It seems like this is, at least the start of something, and I just wanted to get your thoughts, if you thought this was potentially a place to maybe start something.
Well, the nice thing about Japanese candlestick charting is when it really comes together with some type of pattern that you and I might take a look at in trading. So we both look at retracements of swing points, and we also take a look at expansions of swing points, and that's in addition to other things such as A to B equals CD down patterns and so forth. Now, in the case of natural gas, we're taking a look at the current contract, which is for April. Is that still that's the active contract? I can tell by the volume out here. So we're taking a look at April's contract, and what we can see is if we take a look at expansions of swing points from December 16th, that would be the low, to the high out here on January 8th. The 1.618 expansion of that level is $1.71. Which is exactly where this contract closed yesterday. Closed right at $1.71. And today, this is the first bullish reversal candle that we have seen inside of this contract. Really, we haven't seen one for weeks and weeks and weeks. I guess there was a bullish reversal signal on February 5th. So you've got an expansion of swing points. You've got an A to B equals CD to the downside. That says that what we've got here is a butterfly buy pattern. So absolutely, this is the place where if you're going to go ahead and start taking a stab, this would be it. Now, if I take that same contract, and I'm just going to come back to the profiles. I'm going to look at the 30-minute time frame for this. You've got a super wide profile that formed out here within the last hour. And what that says to us, let me put the price back on here. That says to us, that's interesting here. That says that at this stage, that as long as it can clear $1.74, 1.748 to be specific, you'll have a key reversal. You'll have price above a 30-minute profile. You've got everything going for you to start taking a look at a trade here. So yeah, I'm in complete agreement. Have you already entered a trade, or what are you anticipating doing there?
No, I just looked at it. I saw it made a lower low today, and it was coming off that low, and like you said, it had a reversal candle, and it looked interesting. And like I said, the first time we've had in a long time, at least some indication that this might be a spot to
Now, any chance that you might know what took place during the 1 to 1:30 time frame? Because there was huge volume. 29,000 contracts behind that 30-minute, and that's where you had your wide-ranging bar. So, and I don't know what it was that spurred that, a little surprising, because I don't think the inventory doesn't come out until Thursday. Is typically when they release the numbers for net gas. Well, here's how I would trade it. If this is able to pull back below $1.74, which is where you're at right now, then go ahead and put on the trade somewhere around $1.71 if you're actually trading the contract itself. If you're trading the UNG or something like that, you may not have that luxury, and you'll just have to go with the trade now and use a stop, but certainly below today's low out there. But it's possible if it falls back below this $1.74, I'd say that point of control looks awfully juicy as the place to go ahead and start your position.
Yeah, it looks good. I had a quick comment. I just wanted to let you know, just using some of your techniques and Basil's and Larry's, obviously. And I started the year. I don't talk a lot about what I'm doing with my trades necessarily, but
sure.
I started the year with the goal of I gave myself $25,000 from that I took out of the market last year.
Yes.
And I went ahead with the goal of within 6 months to double it. On
Yes.
Friday of last week, I cashed out at 38,000, so I'm halfway there.
Oh, that is a beautiful thing. That's a great thing. Now you ought to send a note maybe to Warren Buffett, who believes you can't time a market. Sounds to me like you are a market timer out there.
It was fun because they had I don't remember the person, but it was on CNBC this morning where the person had made 3.3% over that time frame. I said I should be on there. I just made 50%.
Hey, look, they before I come on the air, they have the fast money traders or what have you, and they've got the contest. I kicked their butt last year, kicking their butt this year. So both you and I, we've got the TFNN. We are that version. We're here. Hey, Brent, thanks so much for calling. Thanks so much for sharing, and I hope you feel well, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, take care. Thank you, Steve.
You bet. TFNN will be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
It's 2016, and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the 3 hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Join David Dwight as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back. Dow's up 317, S&P is up 40. We're going back out to California. This time we're going to speak with Greg. Greg, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you this afternoon?
Well, I'm well, thanks. I thought I'd just join the California group.
I love it. I love it. That's great. Now, you want to take a look at crude oil. Tell us what you're doing, how I can assist you.
I bought into the WTI this morning, and it looks like the USO and crude's taking just a little bit of a breather here, but I was hoping to get a little bit more room today than what's there, and I was wondering if you could get a wave count to see if I'm close or not on the crude oil contract in like the 120 minute.
On a 120-minute time frame. Okay, so we'll go look at the 120-minute time frame for you. Give me a moment to go ahead on a different screen and try and pull that up. I think we're on the April contract right now, so I can go ahead and pull that out. The one area that you want to be paying attention to is going to be the trading session from Friday. Just like the NASDAQ formed a little shooting star, there were shooting stars, in essence, all over the place. I think they were from Friday. This one here, February 26th, from Friday. And so the way that the market communicates to you and I is in Japanese candlestick charting. And so that says that a real important level for you to be watching is going to be 34.69. Now, we actually saw price get up to 34.76. It's pulled back here at 34.33. But closing above 34.69, Greg, would at least give you the likelihood that the move that you would see. Now, I'm looking at the daily chart. I'll put the 120-minute chart up on my screen here momentarily. But that would likely say you would see light sweet crude move to 35 to 36.28. That would become your target area for you. But and look, if it doesn't close above 34.69 today, that doesn't mean that it won't do it. It's just telling you that there is a bit of resistance up at that level. So that's the first thing that I would be focused on. With regard to the 120-minute time frame out here, if we're going to go take a look at wave counts, I would be looking at it from the 10 a.m. time period, and this is on the trading day of February 24th. So if I take a look at wave counts from that level, you're only at either wave number 4 or 5 out here. But from a 120-minute time frame, what I can see here is I can see a new TAS market profile that formed right at about 10 o'clock this morning. And that 120-minute profile was at a higher level. So it says that it's leaning towards bullishness, with support right around the 33.72 area. And since I really consider the body of the candle to truly be the essence of price, we can see that that is where light sweet crude is pulled back to, and it has found support out here. So that's what the 120-minute time frame is telling us. What I will also say is, because light sweet crude has been in really this rectangular consolidation, it may have made a double bottom. We don't know if it's a double bottom until we see the previous swing point taken out. So the previous swing point, and this will be the real clue, should in fact light sweet crude move to the upside. That would be a close above 36.28. And if, in fact, we see a close above 36.28, what light sweet crude will do is not just get up to 41.82, maybe it gets up to about 42.78. So I hope that those levels assist you with your trade. We got about 15 seconds. Any quick questions maybe that came up during that?
No, that just kind of confirmed where I was at. That's it's been moving up in this range, this high to low range, if you go up diagonally, and so I just wanted to kind of confirm wave count there. So
yeah, that's where we're at. And to the downside, you've got support at about 30.63 to about $28. So hey, Greg, thanks so much for calling in. Have a great day. Stay tuned, folks. Our polar bear. He's not from Kodiak Island, but he's still a polar bear. Stay tuned for David White. He'll be up next. Have a great day, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
You're watching Tiger TV.